What's interesting about what you've done with your career, if you have shaped it, and I assume you have, because you're serious about your craft and you want both, you know, to have the rewards and the freedom. And one of the ways you get the freedom is to be bankable and do clear and present danger. And at the same time, if there's some artistic thing that you want beyond that, it enables you to go off and do the kinds of things that you might want to do that might not have box office potential.
Right.
Okay, you seem to have been balancing that, I
Well, I'm
assume.
very conscious of that. I think it's you know, I'm only going to be good if I'm interested.
Yeah, yeah.
And
if there's no motivation, it's not going to turn out as well.
Right, and I always have to be motivated, and I've got to exercise different muscles too. Yeah. And I'm pragmatic enough that I know that I have to balance small films with bigger films.
Okay, but what muscles does Clear and Present Danger exercise in contrast to Tom and Viv?
Yeah, that's a good example. That's good. They're very different movies. I function differently in them. They require different kinds of performances. At Tom and Viv, I'm at the very center. It's a small movie. It's a lean movie. It's a period piece. There are long, dramatic scenes. You're dealing much more with your timing. It's a very heavy characterization.
And dialogue is at the core of the film?
Right, and psychology.
That's right, right.
And it's mostly about dramatic scenes. Clear and Present Danger is much more fragmented. I am one color in this huge rainbow, and I'm also mostly doing a combination of these very abbreviated scenes, little tastes. Right. And it's a different kind of movie in that I can only describe it as more fragmented, and it's more built on collage, because a traditionally dramatic scene may have the same kind of weight as the information in a phone call, for example. And from an actor's point of view, that's very different. That's very different. The experience of doing it is much more fragmented.
You once said that you learned your acting grammar at Worcester. Am I saying that right, Worcester?
Yeah, that sounds fine. Worcester, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Named for the street in New York, yeah.
It's still functioning, and it's home for you, and you're on the board and all those kind of things,
Sure.
and your partner continues to be involved in it and continues to do productions. What does learning your acting grammar mean?
Oh, God.
I mean, is that sort of, what is it that an actor learns?
It forever shifts around, but I think it's recognizing a pattern of that tells you something about your intuition, what you're interested in, what you're capable of. It becomes some sort of a meditation on you as a mechanism to see how you express things, how you approach problems. I think that's what acting grammar is. Yeah. It's basically dealing with how to commit yourself to an action.